Hi guys, I'm back with another video today. Today's video is going to be Lost Media category number 12. And I would like to happily say this Lost Media is not game show related. I'm sorry guys about how I've been doing game show related Lost Media lately. I love game show Lost Media. That's what mostly pops up in Lost Media nowadays. But this is something totally different, and this is actually something that I really do like. It's wrestling related. So let's get into it. So this is Pat Tanaka versus Rocco Rock. Lost footage of the Body Count pay-per-view. Professional wrestling match 1993. Okay, let's get into it. On December 26, 1993, Professional Wrestling Organization Eastern Championship Wrestling, aka Extreme Championship Wrestling, as it later would become, hosted a supercard titled Holiday Hell, the Body Count. One of the matches pitted Pat Tanaka of Bad Company against Rocco Rock of the Public Enemy in a body count match, which Tanaka ultimately won. Despite being hyped for ECW Hardcore TV, the match never ended up being aired because of the universal negative reception surrounding its finish. Background. The tag team Bad Company, Tanaka and Paul Diamond, and the Public Enemy, Rock and Johnny Grudge, were locked in a feud against each other since the last cost the former match for the ECW Tag Team Championships against Tony Stanton and Johnny Hotbody at NWA Bloodfest Part 1 on October 1st, 1993. At NWA Bloodfest Part 2, held the following night, Bad Company won the feud first match by pinfall. Later that same show, the teams competed in a triple threat steel cage match as also featuring the Bad Breed, with Public Enemy being victorious. An impromptu match between Diamond and Rock occurred on November 12th at ECW's Terror at Taboo, I don't know how to say that, which Diamond ultimately won. However, at November to Remember, the show the next day, Public Enemy scored to win in a South Philly Hood tag team match. The feud would continue, however, following backstage assault from Public Enemy onto Bad Company during the 16th November episode of Hardcore TV. Thus, on December 7th edition of Hardcore TV, the tag teams agreed upon a body count match featuring Tanaka and Rock at the upcoming Holiday Hell Supercard. The stipulation would be that their respective partners, Diamond and Grudge, would be locked in separate jail cells. Whoever won the match would be able to free their tag team partner. The loser would witness their partner jail cell explode. What the hell? What is this? That's pretty graphic for a wrestling match. I've never heard that before. But it's Extreme Championship Wrestling, so you're going to have to get used to it by now. And if there was no winner after 15 minutes, both jail cells would explode. The explosion stipulation was likely borrowed from death matches commonly seen in Japanese hardcore wrestling at the time, which used C4 explosives. Okay, the match. The encounter took place on December 26, 1993, in front of 800 fans at the ECW arena. the second to last match on the card. It was heavily hyped beforehand on ECW television. Match details, including what transpired and its duration, remained unknown. However, Tanaka picked up the victory via pinfall. On paper, he thus should have been able to rescue Diamond, leaving grudge to his fate. In actuality, the possibility because of the kayfabe shenanigans, it was Diamond's cell that exploded. Ultimately, the explosion was deemed overwhelming, according to Diamond. ECW's Paul Heyman was not given permission to utilize special effects fireworks that would have created a bigger bang. Rather, paper was lit to create the smoke, and a recording of an explosion was used for the sound. The poor quality finish led to outrage from ECW crowd, leading to boos and chants of money back. Despite the poor explosion, Diamond was still forced to sell the effects of it, claiming it was the most embarrassing situation I was ever involved in. Joey Styles, the commentator for the shows, summarized that it went over like a fart in church. Heyman was apparently concerned that ECW owner Todd Gordon would remove his role as booker following the finish, but he was ultimately kept. So the explosion never really happened. So of what I see here is the explosion never really happened, and it wasn't really an explosion. Yeah, not a good thing. Okay, availability. Because of the universally negative reception among fans in attendance and ECW's personnel, the match and afterwards were never aired on ECW television, despite being planned to air, and was never mentioned again. If footage still exists, it most likely located somewhere within the WWE vaults, as WWE purchased Extreme Championship Wrestling's asset and tape library in January of 2003. As of present day, no footage or images of the matches itself is publicly available, although 2 music videos promoting the match can be found online. So there's a couple music videos that I'm going to show you. They're not that long. It's about 5 minutes, so, well, I'm going to show you them. Okay. Okay. Let me adjust the volume. Let me see. How is the volume? I don't want it to be too loud. Okay. We're just gonna have to go with it, guys. I don't know how. This is just the same video. Okay, I think you guys get the point. their promotional music videos for the show. For the match, I mean, not the show. Well, that is Lost Media category number 12, Pat Tanaka versus Rocco Rock. Lost footage of the body count match. Professional wrestling match 1993. And if you guys like this video, please like, subscribe, and comment. I'll see you guys next time. Peace, period. Hi guys, I'm back with another video. Today's video is going to be Lost Media category number 13. WWE WrestleMania 36 lost footage of alternate finishes to professional wrestling matches 2020. So, I already know a little bit about this already. I didn't know they were lost, but I do know a little bit about this already. So, back in 2020, WrestleMania 36 was the first WrestleMania without a crowd. And so they did WrestleMania at the Performance Center. And WWE officials were really worried about the matches leaking. So they made alternate finishes to the matches. So I say one of the matches was Brock Lesnar versus Drew McIntyre for the WWE Championship. So if you don't know, Drew McIntyre won that match, but there was an alternate finish of Brock Lesnar retaining the title. And so forth for other matches. The reason why I kind of already know about this is because WrestleMania, one of my wrestling news sources talked about it like weeks before WrestleMania. So that's why I know a little bit about it already. But now I'm going to go into full detail right now. WWE WrestleMania 36 was the 36th instance of World Wrestling Entertainment's annual flagship show. Airing from 5th and 6th of April in 2020, it was the first WrestleMania to be televised over 2 nights, as well as the first to be taped. The latter arose from the COVID-19 pandemic, which resulted in WWE being forced to film the matches at its Performance Center in Orlando, Florida, from 25th and 26th March with no spectators. Rather than televising show live at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, the difference in the filming and air dates led to concern over spoilers, prompting WWE to film alternate airings for some of its matches. Background information. Heading into WrestleMania 36, WWE had ambitions to sell out the 65,000-seat Raymond James Stadium, televising the entirety of the show live on 5th of April in 2020. However, plans drastically changed when cases of COVID-19 began to spread across the United States and worldwide. After the NBA decided to suspend its season, when players began to test positive for the virus, various sports organizations, including rival wrestling companies, also began to initiate close downs. On the 12th of March, get the fuck out of here. God fucking damn it. Fucking notifications. Jesus fucking Christ. God damn it. Sorry about that, guys. The notifications on this computer build up because of the notifications of this computer builds up because I don't really use it much. I really only use it if I want to play a video game or if I want to play games, which I have a Chromebook now, so I don't really need to play on here anymore. But I come on here to do these type of videos. And sorry for those notifications, and sorry for me getting angry. I hated doing it. So anyway, back to what I was saying before the computer fucking interrupted me. On 12th of March, Tampa officials agreed that WrestleMania 36 could continue as planned, providing the COVID-19 situation had not worsened in a week's time. But as cases continue to rise, WWE announced on 16th of March that the event would be fully held at its Performance Center in Orlando. Among the changes were to split the show's airing into 2 nights, beginning the broadcast from 5th of 6th of April, and to film the event between 25th and 26th of March with no fans in attendance. WWE also decided to produce cinematic matches, including the Firefly Funhouse match between The Fiend Bray Wyatt and John Cena, and a Boneyard match between AJ Styles and The Undertaker. The latter headlining Night 1. Night 2 featured Brock Lesnar defending his WWE Championship against Drew McIntyre. The alternate endings. The extent of time between the matches being filmed and their air dates led to concerns the show would be spoiled in advance. Professional wrestling has experienced challenges in avoiding spoilers when taping for upcoming televised events, primarily from the 1990s onwards. For example, when the World Championship Wrestling, aka WCW, started filming matches for its programs at Disney MGM Studios in early to mid-90s, it would be a program airing months later. Despite WCW's attempts to keep matches outcomes a secret, including by filtering out wrestling fans, it did not prevent months of booking from being exposed by dirt sheets and internet forums, spoiling results and title changes, and damaging kayfabe in the process. Hence, to ensure hype and suspense for its show remaining high, WWE decided to film alternate endings to some of the matches. WWE had utilized tactics before to avoid spoilers when it filmed the alternate ending and NXT North American Championship match between Johnny Gargano and Velveteen Dream in 2019. The speculation that alternate endings would be filmed emerged even before the matches took place, with suggestions that every match on the card would receive 2 different results. A few days following filming, Forbes writer Blake, I don't know how to say that last name, sorry, I'm not going to butcher it, I'm not going to even say it. Blake confirmed that at least some of the matches received alternate endings, some seemingly having a variety of different finishes. Further still, WWE made internal leaks of real results as a fearable offense. Exactly how many fights received this treatment remains unclear, while there is no information on what these alternate finishes would have been, aside from pursuing having different winners. That is true. Definitely they would have different winners. They probably did record alternate endings, but they're probably in the WWE headquarters in Sanford, Connecticut, where they have all the archive information for WWE matches. So that's probably where it is. And they are probably never going to release it to the public. Unless if you're a worker with WWE, you probably have a chance of a lifetime seeing it, but that's about it. Okay, now time for the availability. While WrestleMania 36 can be easily viewed on the WWE Network, well, it's Peacock now, no footage or photos of the alternate finishes have been made publicly available. unlike with the Gargano Dream match. The absence of fans means no amateur recordings or images were taken of this event. The tapes containing the different endings likely dwell within WWE's tape library, like I said, at the WWE headquarters in Stamford, Connecticut. Although the chances of the clip being publicly released remains low due to how they would break WWE's continuity following the show's airing. Okay, well, that was Lost Media 13, Lost Media Category 13, WWE WrestleMania 36, lost footage of alternate finishes to professional wrestling matches in 2020. Hopefully, I don't get into a kick of doing a lost media of wrestling, but if you like lost media of wrestling, then this is for you. It is definitely for me because I like wrestling and I like lost media. So they both go with each other well. And if you guys like this video, please like, subscribe, and comment. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace, period. Hi guys, I'm back with another video. Today's video is going to be Lost Media 19. Sheamus versus John Cena versus The Undertaker. Lost master tape footage of an untelevised steel cage match 2010. Now guys, you probably heard me say I was going to do the Lost Media video on Wednesday, and I'm sorry I didn't do it yesterday. I kind of forgot about it, and the reason why I forgot about it is this. The reason why I forgot about it is typically when I get home from school, I look up what I'm going to do and I do it. But typically I do this when I'm riding home on the bus. But unfortunately, I got the news from my mom because when I was over at my grandparents' house, my data ran out. And I can only use my phone if I'm hooked up to the Wi-Fi. And unfortunately, I wasn't hooked up on the Wi-Fi in the bus, so I had no more data. So unfortunately, I wasn't able to look up the information to do the Lost Media video yesterday. Now, my data is renewing on Friday, so I'll get more data and things will go back to normal. Originally, I had an unlimited data plan, but when my mom got the new plan, it took me off the unlimited data. Now I have just regular data now. I don't know, it's fucked up. So I'm sorry for not doing it yesterday, but I'm doing it today and Thursdays. I have done Lost Media videos on Thursdays before, so it's not new, and I'm not doing anything today. I don't got a short film to do. I won't do that until Saturday. So like I said, this is Lost Media category number 19. Sheamus versus John Cena versus Undertaker. The lost master tape footage of untelevised steel cage match 2010. In other news, before I go into this Lost Media video, I had to unfortunately delete my Lost Media 16 video. If you don't remember, that video was on about Draws and when he had the neck injury against the match against D'Lo Brown. Unfortunately, I had to take that down due to a copyright claim, and it got blocked all over the world, and nobody could view my video anymore. Thankfully, I didn't get a copyright strike by WWE, but I did get a copyright claim, and I had to delete the video, so I'm going to be more careful in the future. Now, this Lost Media does have a video, but I'm not going to use it because of copyright claims and copyright strikes. And I'm also not going to use it because it's going to be too long for the video. And this video is going to already be as long as it is, so forget about it. But I do have pictures to show, so that's good. The pictures, I'll be fine showing off the pictures. So let's get into it. On August 30th, 2010, an untelevised wrestling match occurred after the 900th episode of Raw at the TD Bank North Garden in Boston, Massachusetts. Sheamus defended his WWE Championship against John Cena and The Undertaker in a triple threat steel cage match. Background. The August 30th, 2010 episode of Raw marked the 900th episode special of wrestling program Monday Night Raw. To mark the special occasion, a number of legends appeared on the show to celebrate the milestone. These included likes of Stone Cold Steve Austin and Bret Hart. Hart himself was originally scheduled to face The Undertaker in the match, but that match never took place as the Nexus, a group of rookie wrestlers from NXT brand led by Wade Barrett, attacked The Undertaker before the match started with assistance from The Undertaker's storyline brother Kane, the two feuding against each other on SmackDown. The main event of the episode pitted the aforementioned Nexus against the team of WWE champion Sheamus, John Cena, Edge, Chris Jericho, and Randy Orton. The former five, along with the Nexus leader Wade Barrett, scheduled to take part in a six-pack challenge for the title at the upcoming Night of Champions event at NXT on September 19th. The Nexus won after a Barrett pinned Orton following a wasteland. The show would go off air following the match, but the event was not over for the fans in attendance, as Sheamus was announced to defend his title against one of the superstars he just teamed with, John Cena, and the superstar that was tagged earlier in the night, the Undertaker, in what turned out to be a steel cage match. The match was very brief, clocking at just 5 minutes. At the start of the match, Sheamus immediately tried to escape the cage, but was stopped by Cena, who pulled Sheamus off the cage onto the ropes before Undertaker struck Sheamus with a big boot, knocking him down. Undertaker and Cena then turned their attention to each other. The two exchanged punches and Irish whips until the Undertaker took Cena down with a clothesline. Undertaker threw Cena into the cage wall and attempted a cover, but only got a near fall. Undertaker then executed his old school maneuver on Cena, but again only a 2 count. Cena began to fight back, forcing Undertaker into the corner with punches before lifting him up for the attitude adjustment, but Undertaker countered and took Cena down by a DDT. After Cena kicked out another pinfall attempt, the Undertaker executed chokeslam on Cena and began to scale the cage wall to escape. Undertaker decided against it and instead singled for the tombstone piledriver. Undertaker got up in position for Undertaker, caught him in the Hell's Gate submission, with the referee's attention focused on Cena possibly tapping out. Sheamus, who had been lying down ever since the first attack, opened the cage door, sneaked out to win the match and retain his WWE Championship. And immediately after the match, Kane came down to the ring and brawled with The Undertaker. The two storyline brothers exchanged lefts and rights and eventually disappeared into the backstage arena. Straight after that, the Nexus rushed out to the ring and entered the cage and attacking a prone John Cena. However, the babyface superstars of Evan Bourne, Mark Henry, John Morrison, MVP, and Matt Hardy rushed out from the locker room to aid Cena as they entered the cage and brawled with the Nexus. The brawl ended with the babyface superstar all executing their finishers on the main lead Nexus member Barrett and standing tall at the end of the historic 900th episode of Raw. Availability: there's no footage or photographs of the match were ever officially released by WWE on their website or their YouTube channel. The only existing media of the match is various amateur footage filmed by fans in attendance for the show. One footage only shows the closing stages, while the other contains the full match. The master tape footage has never been released by WWE and likely remains stored in the vaults at their headquarters. And then, other than that, I got a couple pictures to show and the video will be over. Undertaker striking Sheamus with a big boot. Cena punching The Undertaker. These are in really bad quality. What's that one? Oh, Undertaker in the corner. Undertaker throwing Cena in the cage wall. Undertaker executing his old school maneuver. Undertaker hitting John Cena with a choke slam. Cena executing the Attitude Adjustment on The Undertaker. Undertaker locking the Hell's Gate on John Cena. And that is Lost Media number 19. Sheamus versus John Cena versus The Undertaker. Lost master tape footage of untelevised steel cage match 2010. And if you guys like this video, please like, subscribe, and comment. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace, period. Hi guys, I'm back with another video. Today's video is going to be Lost Media number 24. WCW Super Brawl Wrestling, a lost build of canceled Sega Genesis port of professional wrestling game 1994. WCW Super Brawl Wrestling was a professional wrestling game that was developed by Beam Software and published by FCI. Named after World Championship Wrestling Super Brawl pay-per-view. The game would be released in November of 1994 as a Super Nintendo Entertainment System exclusive. However, it is also known that a Sega Genesis part was in development with a similar planned release date. Background: WCW Super Brawl Wrestling was first showcased at a Summer International Consumer Electronics Show in 1993, with the August 1993 edition of Game Players confirming that the game would be released on the Super Nintendo Entertainment System later. In its October 1994 edition, Game Players also listed the game as being set for release on the Genesis, with both ports expected to start selling in October of 1994. Additionally, Beam Software listed both the Genesis and the Game Boy version of the game on its website, simply titled as World Championship Wrestling. However, the alleged Game Boy port may simply be referring to WCW The Main Event, which was released on the system that same year. ultimately, the Genesis port of the WCW Super Wrestling Brawl was canceled for unknown reasons. Thus, it became a Super Nintendo Entertainment System exclusive, while also becoming the only WCW Super Nintendo Entertainment System title. Released a month later than planned in November 1994, it received generally negative reception from critics, with GamePro praising its dignified images and audio quality, but criticizing the gameplay experience because of the port's cancellation. The Genesis never received a licensed WCW game. Availability. Game Players and Beam Software helped confirm the Genesis port's existence. However, its abrupt cancellation means that as of the present day, no builds, screenshots, or gameplay footage of its currently publicly available. The only thing you can actually find of the game is just the Super Nintendo Entertainment System cover art for the WCW Super Bowl wrestling game. And that will be my thumbnail for this video if you guys really care about that. So that is Lost Media category number 24, WCW Super Bowl Wrestling Lost build of canceled Sega Genesis port of professional wrestling game 1994. And if you guys like this video, please like, subscribe, and comment, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace, period. Hi guys, I'm back with another video today. Today's video is going to be Lost Media category 44, Samoa Joe versus Tyson Kidd, partially found footage of Professional Wrestling Dark Match 2015. So this is the first wrestling related Lost Media I have done in a while, and I'm happy it's making its return. So let's get into it. On the 1st of June 2015, prior to an episode of WWE Raw, professional wrestlers Samoa Joe and Tyson Kidd faced each other in a dark match. The encounter would become infamous for being Kidd's final match, as a botched landing during Joe's finisher, the Muscle Buster, resulted in Kidd suffering a career-ending spinal cord injury. Yes, that is true. Tyson Kidd had a spinal cord injury because of it. That basically ended his career. He was almost paralyzed from the neck down because of it, but the doctors were able to fix him up, and he wasn't paralyzed from it, but he's probably never going to be able to wrestle again because of it. But the good news is Tyson Kidd is actually a backstage producer for WWE now, and he produces a lot of the WWE women's matches. And the Muscle Buster in question, Samoa Joe, Muscle Buster, was actually banned because of it. Vince McMahon banned the move. But Vince McMahon allowed Samoa Joe to use the move in special occasions, but the move was ultimately banned because of this match. So let's go into the background. Heading into the match, Tyson Kidd had been on WWE television since February 2009. He had a success with a WWE Tag Team division, teaming with David Hart Smith as part of the Hart Dynasty, and later joining forces with Cesaro, where he won the first WWE Tag Team Championships with both. Meanwhile, Samoa Joe was early stages of his WWE career, had previously won the TNA and Ring of Honor World Championships. On May 20th, 2015, Joe debuted at NXT TakeOver Unstoppable, where he proceeded to confront Kevin Owens and stop him from attacking Sami Zayn. The dark match on 1st of June was set to be Joe's first bout for WWE since 2001, where he lost to Essa Rios in an episode of WWE Jacked. Initially, Joe was not scheduled to face Kid, but late reshuffle meant he was now booked to defeat the two-time tag team champion. It would be the first time both wrestlers fought one another, with neither having time to process to discuss the match before it arose. Nevertheless, Kid was confident that he had Joe's experience would ensure the encounter went smoothly. So now it's time for the match itself. The match. Prior to the finish, nothing out of the ordinary occurred during the match. Joe eventually gained the upper hand, setting Kid up for his finisher, the Muscle Buster. The move involves a wrestler hooking the legs of their opponent before lifting them up and tucking the opponent's head onto their shoulders. The wrestler then performs a sit-down maneuver, inflicting a punishment primarily to the opponent's neck and spine. According to Kid, as he was set up for the move, he placed his hands on the wrong position. He ended up landing awkwardly on his neck, where he suffered temporary paralysis from the neck down and witnessed a white light. After Joe quickly pinned Kid for the victory, Cesaro came out to help, only for Kid to immediately instruct his tag team partner not to touch him. He was able to regain some feeling and thus could walk away, but he was clutching his neck and collarbone as he left the ring. Kid was transferred to the hospital in San Antonio. He was informed by the doctor that he suffered a spinal cord concussion, the result of the C2 ligament rupturing, causing his C2 disc to collide with the spinal cord. The collision would ultimately why Kid witnessed the white light. Just 5% of individuals who suffer spinal cord concussion survive, and only 1% avoiding suffering permanent paralysis. Kid's injuries were compared to those actor Christopher Reeves, with Kid surviving primarily because of his conditioning. Joe would then arrive and was weeping, apologizing repeatedly to Kid. Kid responded that it was all an accident and that it was responsibly not for the positioning himself correctly for the move. Kid required staples, screws, and metal rods as part of his emergency surgery, which ultimately ended up successful. However, it would end his professional wrestling career. He undergone around 2 years of successful rehabilitation and would be signed to WWE as a backstage producer, which I mentioned before. He's a backstage producer and he produces a lot of the women's matches in WWE now. He has remained in this role as of 2022, earning praises from numerous wrestlers for putting together matches. Kid would later state that he never would return to ring, while again reiterating that he had no qualms against Joe and that it was simply an accident. Joe, meanwhile, would compete in WWE until being released in 2022, later signing with AEW. It was alleged in 2018 that he was banned from utilizing the Muscle Buster in future matches for the WWE out of respect for Kid. However, Joe denied this and would later use the move at NXT TakeOver 36 in 2021. Like I said, He only was able to use the move in special occasions. Availability of this, that I'm talking about the match itself. Initial reports claim the match would subsequently air on WWE Superstars, primarily because Superstars banner were presented on the sides of the ring. However, it was confirmed that the encounter would remain a dark match. WWE typically tapes its dark matches, including for purposes of testing new talent and camera equipment. Cameramen can also be seen in photos of the match, confirming match footage was captured by the WWE. However, the tape is unlikely to ever be publicly released due to its containing Kid career-ending injuries, and out of respect to Kid himself. The only footage that publicly is available is fan recording of the finish. Other than that, there's a video of the footage of Samoa Joe finishing off Tyson Kidd with the Muscle Buster, but I'm not going to show that off because I don't want to be copyright striked by the WWE. There's also an interview of Tyson Kidd talking about his career-ending injury, and I'll put a link to both videos in the comments and in my post telling you guys that it's coming out on my community tab. There's also a bunch of pictures from the match. But other than that, that is Lost Media Category 44, Samoa Joe versus Tyson Kidd. Partially found footage of Professional Wrestling Dark Match 2015. And if you guys like this video, please like, subscribe, and comment. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace. Period. Hi guys, I'm back with another video today. Today's video is going to be Lost Media Category 63, Superfan, The Story of Vladimir, partially found unreleased WWE documentary 2021. Superfan, The Story of Vladimir is an unreleased WWE documentary originally set for release in mid-2021. It documents Vladimir. I don't know how to say that last name, so I'm not going to butcher myself saying that last name. I'm just going to call him Vladimir because it's easy. Who became famous for his dedication and influence as a major fan of professional wrestling, often being in front row of many of WWF and WWE shows. While a trailer was showcased and a release date announced, the documentary has never aired on the WWE Network or other television/streaming services for unknown reasons. Background: born in Haiti, Vladimir moved to Manhattan as a child and quickly became a fan of professional wrestling being promoted by the WWF. He was frequently in the front row of many Madison Square Garden shows, most famously exclaiming to Roddy Piper that he should team with Hulk Hogan against Paul Orndorff and Harley Race during an October 1986 edition of Piper's Pit. Another key moment was positively name-dropped by Diesel at WrestleMania. I don't know what WrestleMania that is, as he walked down to the ring. By that point, he became a mainstay within the front row of numerous WWF and WWE events and subsequently got extreme recognition as a dedicated wrestling fan over 30 years. While the COVID-19 pandemic prevented Vladimir from attending shows for months, consequently impacting his life and identity, he was among those who returned in person at WrestleMania 37 in 2021. He was even declared the first WWE superfan and received an award by Triple H and Stephanie McMahon. Vladimir's recognizability and strong connection with WWE and many other wrestlers inspired the company to create a documentary about him titled Superfan: The Story of Vladimir. It features interviews from Vlad as well as The Rock, Hulk Hogan, Bruce Pritchard, Jeff Jarrett, Sam Roberts, Jimmy Hart, Shawn Michaels, and other wrestling personalities discussing their encounters with Vladimir and how he essentially became a part of the show in many aspects, according to Pritchard. It also touched upon how Vladimir interaction led other wrestling fans to question how he attended so many events and how the COVID pandemic affected him and other wrestling fans worldwide. Trailer, Los Angeles short screening, and indefinite shelving. Coinciding with Vladimir receiving his award at WrestleMania 37, WWE officially released the Superfan: The Story of Vladimir on 11th April 2021, with a planned release date on Peacock sometime in the summer of that year. In June of 2021, the film was screened for a week alongside a WWE Network documentary, Heaven, as part of the Los Angeles Short International Film Festival. The documentary received critical acclaim among those in attendance, including PW insider Mike Johnson, with the documentary reporting being finished post-production. A full release on the WWE Network seemed inevitable. However, following a final promotion on the September 11th edition of WWE Raw, the documentary remained unaired since. WWE has not publicly acknowledged the film. 2 months later, Johnson reported that accordingly, several sources connected to WWE, the Superfan story of Vladimir was being shelved indefinitely by the company. Johnson and other wrestling news sites were unable to elaborate further, though Johnson claimed that the decision to withhold the documentary was truly a sad shame. As Johnson was a close friend of Vladimir, PW Insider received numerous requests for updates on the situation. In February of 2022, Johnson wrote an article stating not only was the project remaining unreleased, but Vladimir had received no contact with WWE for several months. A rumor emerged that WWE were planning to release a documentary for WrestleMania 38 with supporting evidence including other WWE Network documentaries being typically released during WrestleMania season, though this eventually proved unfound. Had this occurred, some scenes would reportedly require editing to avoid becoming outdated. It was also confirmed the documentary was not only scrapped WWE Network project around the same time period, a WWE Icon episode on Lex Luger, a Money in the Bank documentary, and a Ric Flair documentary focusing on his battles with health problems were all canceled again for unknown reasons. The Luger documentary was eventually reworked into biography. WWE Legends production released on A&E in August of 2022 seemingly confirmed speculation WWE was not planning to air it with how documentaries on A&E, though Superfan: The Story of Vlad has not yet received the same fate. Availability of this lost media. Despite the documentary's completion, Superfan: The Story of Vlad has never been publicly released outside of its Los Angeles Short International Film Festival screening. 2 years on from the trailer unveiling, Johnson campaigned for the documentary's release. Aside from nothing, he has seen the full film, having declared it's a snapshot of why people fall in love with professional wrestling in its purest form. He also elaborated that following Vladimir's being diagnosed with Parkinson's disease, the documentary needed to be released so Vladimir could still physically enjoy others' reactions to it. Alas, the film remains locked away in WWE votes as of now, with the only trailer containing only publicly available footage from it. Nonetheless, he also confirmed Vladimir had seen the film in 2022 at the private screening by WWE personnel. Vladimir could not provide further details on the film's shelving. So there is a video. It's the Super Fan, the Story of Vladimir trailer, but I'm not gonna show it off for copyright reasons. So, that's pretty much the Lost Media. I think it's pretty interesting. And that is Lost Media category 63, Superfan, the Story of Vladimir, partially found unreleased WWE documentary 2021. And if you guys like this video, please like, subscribe, and comment. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace, period. Hi guys, I'm back with another video. Today's video is going to be actually an update. So this is on an update on the Lost Media Category 62 Superfan, the Story of Vladimir, partially found unreleased WWE documentary 2021. Well, that is not the case anymore because they found this documentary. So it is now update Lost Media Category 62 Superfan, the Story of Vladimir, found WWE documentary 2021. And this was found on October 22nd or 27th, 2023. And it was found by the WWE on October 22nd, 7th, 2023. Superfan, the Story of Vladimir was quietly uploaded to the WWE Network and Peacock with no announcement from the WWE themselves, though it was quickly discovered by fans who spread the word around social media. That Johnson posted on Twitter that I was told earlier today it was close to finally being released, and I had no idea how close. Lasting for just over 37 minutes, the documentary was met with positive reactions from critics. Many were touched on the sensitivity and care the documentary took when talking about Vladimir's personal life and his struggles during the COVID-19 pandemic, during which his mother and some of his friends passed away, as well as his struggle with suicidal thoughts. Now, I have not watched the documentary, and this guy is the super fan. But I love WWE, so I'm probably going to watch this documentary at some point. So this was owned by the WWE, and they're the ones who found it and released it to their streaming services, Peacock and the WWE Network. So I'm definitely going to give this documentary a watch. I found out like maybe 2 weeks ago that this was found, so I knew eventually I had to make an update on it. I said, well, why not make an update today, because I have to make another update on another Lost Media that I did, so that will be coming up next. But that's the update. That's the update on Lost Media Category 62 Superfan, the Story of Vlad, found WWE documentary 2021. And if you guys like this video, please like, subscribe, and comment, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace, period. Hi guys, I'm back with another video. Today's video is going to be Lost Media Category 66, WWE 24x7, Lost Professional Wrestling Compilation Show 2007. Now, I'm recording this Lost Media early because I gotta go to work at 4 o'clock. And the simple fact is that I wouldn't have enough time to get the video out before I would go to work. So I'm recording it early and I'm doing the Lost Media now. And the Lost Media will be premiering at 3 o'clock. But, really quick, I had a lot of trouble finding a Lost Media today because there was this one Lost Media this guy commented on my YouTube channel he wanted me to do. And I thank him for his suggestion, but the Lost Media that he wanted me to do is not on the Lost Media Wiki. So if it's not on the Lost Media Wiki, one of the biggest Lost Media websites, I can't talk about it. I'm sorry. And then I wanted to do another Lost Media, which was about the wild thornberries. And the Lost Media was basically about Nigel Thornberry's Animal World, which was originally going to be the original version of the wild thornberries, and it was going to be like a lot like darker. It was actually going to be an adult cartoon, and it was pitched to MTV and stuff. But and that whole shit was found, but the person who made that Lost Media deleted it. And then there was another one that I was going to do next week. It was going to be for Rocco's Modern Life, and it was about an episode. But the guy who made the same thing for the Wild Thornberry thing, he deleted both of those Lost Medias. So I couldn't do either. So Lost Media was kind of hard today. I had to change plans like 2 times. Like I couldn't do the Muppet Babies live Lost Media this guy suggested me to do. And I couldn't find it because it's not on the Lost Media Wiki. And this other Lost Media that I wanted to do got deleted off of the Lost Media Wiki for whatever reason. So I had to change plans in last minute. So now I'm doing something wrestling related now. I wanted to do this one for a while. I just had to wait for the right time to do it, and I guess today is the right day because of so many changed plans for Lost Media. So, the thumbnail for this video, I'm going to be using the logo for WWE Sunday Damali, a current WWE program in India. So, let's finally get into this Lost Media. So, WWE 24/7 is a professional wrestling compilation show produced by World Wrestling Entertainment, aka the WWE. It was broadcasted on Jetix India from May 2007 in an attempt to access India's children's television market. Background. In 2007, WWE was looking to expand into the Indian television market. Among strategies including pushing Indian professional wrestler The Great Khali and booking him to win the World Heavyweight Championship. That same year, on July 17th, 2007, in May of that year, it was announced that WWE's show would be broadcasted on Jetix India called WWE 24/7, deemed a first in Indian children's television. The show provided a compilation of matches from the 1980s to recap of current matches, including features like of Hulk Hogan, Steve Austin, and John Cena. Starting from 7th May, the show would be broadcasted every weekday at 5:30. WWE 24/7 was included as part of JTIX Action Vacation, which lasted throughout the summer. In addition to the show, a contest was held from the 21st of May whereby children could win tickets to see that year's SummerSlam event by identifying a popular wrestler from a Suhat show shown in episodes. Further merchandise autographed by wrestlers could be won on a weekly basis. Following the show, further expansion would be made into Indian television, marketed throughout the 2010s. This included an expanded partnership with 10 Sports, which included not only reruns of WWE programming, but also a localized Raw show called Raw Sunday Damali, which eventually replaced with WWE Sunday Damali. Availability. Likely because of its obscurity, it's possible short run, no footage or screenshots of WWE 24/7 are currently publicly accessible. A few press releases help to confirm the show's existence. And that is pretty much Lost Media 66, WWE 24/7, Lost Professional Wrestling Compilation Show 2007. And if you guys like this video, please like, subscribe, and comment. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace, period. Hi guys, I'm back with another video. Today's video is going to be Lost Media Category 78. Heath Slater versus Kurt Hawkins. Partially lost footage of professional wrestling pay-per-view match 2017. This is the first wrestling related Lost Media I have done for a while. I haven't done anything wrestling related for Lost Media in a while, so I'm happy that it has returned. But I don't plan on making it a full-time thing though. This one was just kind of like whatever, because there was nothing really that good for Lost Medias today on the new page, but I'm pretty happy to do this Lost Media, so let's get into it. On July 9th, 2017, as a part of the WWE Great Balls of Fire, professional wrestlers Heath Slater and Kurt Hawkins competed in a single match. The encounter saw Slater emerge victorious, continuing Hawkins' losing streak throughout the year. The match was kayfabe booked as an impromptu clash following the fallout from Braun Strowman and Roman Reigns' ambulance match, which saw Reigns reverse the emergency vehicle into a parked lorry container with Strowman trapped inside. WWE opted not to show the match finish in favor of focusing an angle featuring emergency workers attempting to free an injured Strowman. Background. Heading into the match, Heath Slater was in a tag team with Rhino, which saw them become the first SmackDown Tag Team Champions, reigning for 84 days from September 11th to December 4th, 2016. The two were drafted to Raw during the 2017 Superstar Shakeup. Meanwhile, Kurt Hawkins returned to WWE in 2016, but had suffered an extensive losing streak since November 2016. In kayfabe, neither of them was set to compete at the Great Balls of Fire pay-per-view. What was advertised for the show was an ambulance match pitting Roman Reigns against Braun Strowman. The finish saw Roman Reigns missing a spear that resulted in him landing in the ambulance, with Strowman subsequently shutting a door to win the match. However, Reigns proceeded to attack Strowman post-match, forcing his opponent into the ambulance before taking over the wheel. After driving the ambulance into the parking area, Reigns reversed into a parked lorry container, with Strowman trapped within the non-wrecked emergency vehicle. Following this, Raw General Manager Kurt Angle called for emergency services to free a severely injured Braun Strowman. As that was being done, the decision was made to draw attention away from it by booking an improved matchup between Slater and Hawkins. Both wrestlers were still taping up their wrists and taping up their shoelaces as they made their way to the ring. The match's beginning primary consisted of chain wrestling, but Hawkins got the upper hand by avoiding Slater's leapfrog before proceeding to land an elbow to the back of the one-man band's head. Hawkins performed a chain lock on Slater, but the latter escaped and retaliated by landing a bicycle kick. Commentators Michael Cole and Corey Graves very focused on the match, instead discussing with a somber tone their concerns over Braun Strowman's health following the collision. Most of the match was showcased via split screen, with footage of Angle and others assessing the situation backstage. Eventually, as the emergency services arrived, WWE opted to fully rescue Hugh, attempting the stricken Strowman. A few seconds afterward, it was announced Slater had won the encounter. Meanwhile, a freed Braun Strowman was battered and bloody, but refused medical assistance and was able to walk away independently. WWE never showed how Slater won the 2-minute match during the remainder of the pay-per-view broadcast. Hawkins never won a match in 2017, and he would not end his 269-match losing streak until April 7, 2019, when he teamed with Zack Ryder to win the WWE Raw Tag Team Championships against the Revival at WrestleMania 35. Their reign lasted 64 days. Meanwhile, Great Balls of Fire marked Slater's WWE pay-per-view singles debut, amazingly maintaining an unbeaten record as he never competed in another singles match at any WWE pay-per-view ever since. Availability. Not only was the Slater-Hawkins match finish never shown on pay-per-view, but it was never uploaded to YouTube or WWE.com. The encounter, impromptu, and seemingly redundant nature, combined with the finish not being shown, led to it trending on Twitter and Reddit as Square Circle users began to speculate on the result. Most posts humorously called it the match of the year, even suggesting Dave Meltzer of the Wrestling Observer newsletter was going to give it an unprecedented 7-star rating. Others speculated the finish saw Slater delivering one of the most highly impactful moves in professional wrestling history. Slater and Hawkins also joined in, with the latter proudly proclaiming that he suddenly went from catering to participating in a semi-main event behind only to the WWE Universal Championship match between Brock Lesnar and Samoa Joe. He also jokingly claimed that Slater won via Canadian Destroyer off the top rope. Also, the match finish remains a complete mystery to those not in attendance that night. And that is Lost Media Category 78. Heath Slater versus Kurt Hawkins. Partially lost footage of Professional Wrestling Pay-Per-View Match 2017. And if you guys like this video, please like, subscribe, and comment. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace, period. Hi guys, I'm back with another video. Today's video is going to be Lost Media Category 81. Randy Savage versus The Undertaker. Partially found footage of Professional Wrestling Dark Match 1991. Last week I did a dedication Lost Media to Bob Barker. I did a Lost Media that was game show related. So now we're getting into the dedications for the two wrestlers that have died, Terry Funk and Bray Wyatt. This week and next week will be two wrestling-related lost medias, and it's kind of sort of my lost media dedication to them. So this is Lost Media 81, Randy Savage versus The Undertaker, partially found footage of Professional Wrestling Dark Match 1991. On 30th July 1991, professional wrestler Randy Savage and The Undertaker competed in a dark match following a WWF television taping occurring in front of 7,756 in attendance at the Civic Center in Portland, Maine. The Macho Man ultimately picked up the victory. It was the first of only 3 singles matches between the two wrestlers, with none of them being televised. Background: a feud between Randy Savage and The Undertaker emerged when the Dead Man and Jake Roberts ruined Savage and Miss Elizabeth's wrestling wedding reception at the 1991 SummerSlam, having placed a python in one of the wedding gifts. During this time period, Savage was a fresh-off babyface turn, while The Undertaker was still into his first year within the WWF. Despite the carnage that ensued at the event, Savage and Undertaker seldom actually competed against each other. One other singles match and tag team competition between 4th of December 1991 to January 4th, 1992. Savage teamed with Hacksaw Jim Duggan to face Undertaker and Roberts in a five tag team encounters. Aside from losing the 4th December event by disqualification, Savage and Duggan won the other 4 matches. In early 1992, Undertaker turned babyface and feuded with Roberts, beating him at WrestleMania, I believe that's 16. I don't know. I'm not good with Roman numerals. That actually might be 13. I don't know. He would later team with Savage in a few house shows matches in 1992 and 1993. Amazingly, a singles match between Savage and The Undertaker almost never materialized. Sources indicated that during house show circuit from 30th July to 2nd August 1991, The Undertaker was scheduled to face The Ultimate Warrior. However, Warrior was unable to attend the events, thus Savage substituted as Undertaker's opponent. The 30th July match occurred following a television taping. Cage Match states that the match occurred following a WWF Wrestling Challenge taping, but WWE claims it followed a WWF Primetime Wrestling recording, which is backed up by a Primetime Wrestling logo being present in available footage. In front of 7,756 fans at the Civic Center, viewable clips of the match show Savage performing a double axe handle outside the ring onto the Dead Man's back, while The Undertaker executed a jumping clothesline, a chokehold, and old school on the Macho Man. In the match, therefore featuring the greatest hits from both, Savage picked up the victory. The Undertaker quickly avenged his loss by defeating Savage at a house show at the Montkin, I don't know how to say that, Coliseum on August 1st. In a rubber match held on the following day at the Pittsburgh Civic Center, The Macho Man again came out on top. Thus, Savage was victorious in a short-lived, untelevised feud, boosting a 2-1 record over the Dead Man. Savage would leave for WCW in 1994 and wrestled his last match in 2004. Having never returned to WWF, WWE, considering how both wrestlers became legends long after this brief feud, it's since been cited as a dream WWF encounter that majority fans never got to witness. Availability. The 30th July match was professionally filmed as part of the WWF Primetime Wrestling taping, but left untelevised. On November 2015, WWE uploaded 5 Undertaker matches you never seen before, 5 things which provided highlights of the bouts. The fact footage has been uploaded, give fans hope that the match would fully resurface. 3 years later, WWE released Randy Savage Unreleased, the unseen matches of the Macho Man, consisting of 3 DVD sets containing 41 obscure matches from the Macho Man's career. Strangely, however, none of the Savage matches with The Undertaker were included in the set. To this day, none of the 3 matches have fully released. Nonetheless, the possibility of the publicly release does remain, considering WWE has uploaded rare encounters as part of its Hidden Gems collection on the WWE Network. So, there is a WWE video of 5 Undertaker matches that you have never seen. The footage of the 30th July 1991 Clash is in the video at 55 seconds to 1 minute and 7 seconds, but I'm not going to show it off for copyright reasons. And then Randy Savage and Hacksaw Jim Duggan versus Jake Roberts and The Undertaker on 4th December 1991. That's another one. That's another video, but I'm not going to show it off for copyright reasons. And that is Lost Media Category 81. Randy Savage versus The Undertaker. Partially found footage, Professional Wrestling Dark Match 1991. And if you guys like this video, please like, subscribe, and comment. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace, period. Hi guys, I'm back with another video. Today's video is going to be Lost Media Category 82. WWF Experience found pay-per-view event footage 1996. This was found on October 25th, 2017, and it was found by the Wrestling Collector. Now, this will be my second week for Lost Media dedications. If you don't know, the 2 weeks before I did my first dedication for the wrestler Terry Funk, and this will be my dedication Lost Media for Bray Wyatt. And I also did a game show Lost Media dedicated to Bob Barker. But next week, my Lost Media videos will go back to normal. I'll go back to normal doing my regular Lost Medias next week. But this is for Bray Wyatt. As I have stated before, this is Lost Media 82. WWF Experience found pay-per-view event footage 1996. It was found on October 25th, 2017, found by the Wrestling Collector. WWF Experience was an IPPP pay-per-view, internet pay-per-view shown on August 24th, 1996 in Toronto, Canada. it was only available online. It was not broadcasted on TV. During this time, the internet was still young, and it would have taken a long time to download the show. The show was most likely available from the WWF website, which was not that old at the time. Only one recording of a match exists. It was recorded by a fan in the arena. The recording is a match between Shawn Michaels and Goldust. Clips from the match would also air on Raw the Monday after the pay-per-view. Availability. On October 25th, 2017, the event was uploaded to YouTube by The Wrestling Collector, marking the first time it has been seen publicly since 1996. The footage has since been taken off of YouTube due to the Wrestling Collector's multiple copyright infringement claims, but a mirror of the video has since been uploaded to archive.com or archive.org, whatever you want to be talking about it. So this is the matches that were on the card. The matches on the pay-per-view goes as follows. A, W next to the name means they won. So it was the Godwins versus the Rockers. The Godwins won. Hunter Hearst Elmsley, aka Triple H, versus Bob Holly. Triple H won. John Bradshaw versus Savio Vega. Winner, Savio Vega. Joe's Lothario versus Jim Cornette. Winner, Joe's Lothario. Mark Miro, manager, stable versus Steve Austin. Winner, Steve Austin. Psycho Sid Vicious versus Vader. Winner, Psycho Sid Vicious. Aldo Montana versus Farouk. Winner, Farouk. Owen Hart and the British Bulldog versus the Smoking Guns. Manager, Sonny. Winners, Owen Hart and the British Bulldog. Mankind versus The Undertaker with manager Paul Bearer. Winner, Undertaker. And the match I talked about earlier, Goldust versus Shawn Michaels. Winner, Shawn Michaels. The video has been entirely uploaded to YouTube as stated before, but it was taken down due to copyright infringement. So the video has been uploaded to archive.org. I'm not going to show the video on my YouTube channel because of WWE and copyright reasons, so I will link the video in the description of my video. And that is Lost Media Category 82, WWF Experience Found Pay-Per-View Event Footage 1996. And if you guys like this video, please like, subscribe, and comment. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace, period. Hi guys, I'm back with another video. Today's video is going to be Lost Media Category 101, Abaddon versus Tay Conti, Lost Footage of Professional Wrestling Match 2020. Now, both of these wrestlers are in AEW, and this match took place around COVID-19, so that's probably the reasons why this match is lost. This is actually my first Lost Media video after my big 12-hour compilation. I would like to thank everybody who watched that video. It is the longest video that I have ever released on my YouTube channel, and I didn't know how well it was going to do, so I would like to thank the people who have watched that video and people who are going to continue watching it. And as always, please like, subscribe, and comment to my YouTube channel. But anyway, now we're on Lost Media 101. So my first Lost Media will be wrestling related, which the first Lost Media that I ever did was actually a game show related. But after my week break and my 12-hour compilation, this is the first one in the new set of Lost Medias that I will be doing. So throughout 2020, American Professional Wrestling Promotion, All Elite Wrestling, taped certain episodes of their weekly flagship show, Dynamite. This was due to the COVID-19 pandemic, and tapings took place at the amphitheater called Daly's Place, located in Jacksonville, Florida. However, during these tapings, a match between women's professional wrestlers Tay Conti and Abaddon was taped but never aired. Background: American Professional Wrestling Promotion, All Elite Wrestling from 2020 to 2021 tape matches that were scheduled to air on Dynamite every Wednesday, and would also tape matches for Dark, a small-scaler show usually featured mid-card talent and independent or unassigned wrestlers that would air on YouTube. The match, which was taped on Thursday the week prior, was set to air on October 28th, 2020 edition of Dynamite. No details on the match have been publicly revealed. At the time, no fans were in attendance, so no crowd footage of the match exists. The match reportedly stopped when Abaddon took an elbow to the throat by Conti and couldn't breathe, forcing the match to stop. Abaddon was subsequently taken to the nearby hospital for medical evaluation and was kept off TV until she returned in December of that year. The match was pulled off the airing schedule, with reports stating fellow AEW wrestler Shawn Spears would feature in a match to fill the spot, which ended up happening as a match between him and independent wrestler at VSK occurred as part of the broadcast, with Spears defeating VSK in under a minute. Availability: no footage of the match has resurfaced, and previously mentioned, due to the COVID-19 pandemic, no crowds were in attendance. Therefore, no crowd footage of the match or stoppage exists. The match would most likely reside in Warner Brother archives and will most likely never resurface due to Abaddon's injury. So, I could figure that they recorded the match, Abaddon got injured, they put up the dreaded X, and then the match stopped and she was taken to the hospital. So this Lost Media makes a lot of sense of the reason why it's lost, because this took place around COVID. The shows were taped, and I don't think we're ever going to be able to see this match. So that is Lost Media 101, Abaddon versus Tay Conti, lost footage of professional wrestling match 2020. Once again, I would like to thank you guys for watching my 12-hour compilation of all my Lost Media videos that I have done so far. I'm so thankful for the viewers and the people who are going to continue watching it. Thank you. And please don't forget to please like, subscribe, and comment to my YouTube channel. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace, period. Hi guys, I'm back with another video today. Today's video is going to be Lost Media Category 103. The House Always Wins, lost footage of non-televised wrestling event 2021. All Elite Wrestling, aka AEW, is an American professional wrestling promotion based in Jacksonville, Florida. It is considered the second largest professional wrestling promotion in the world behind WWE. Unlike WWE, however, AEW do not produce non-televised events for similar arenas. Instead, focusing on their weekly television events on Dynamite, Rampage, and Collision, and occasional pay-per-views and television specials. Although, in 2021, AEW would not hold one-night-only house show or non-televised event held at the Amphitheater Daily Space in Jacksonville, Florida. 9 matches took place, and the footage of their matches was recorded but never been released. The event was ultimately a success and enabled AEW to produce a brief run of a non-televised event named House Rules in 2023. Background: on March 28, 2021, AEW announced tickets would go on sale for the April 7th edition of Dynamite and a special one-night-only house show dubbed The House Always Wins, which would take place 2 days later on April 9th. On April 3rd, Tony Schiavone announced tickets were on sale and announced few of the matches expected to take place on the card. Executive Vice President and professional wrestler Cody Rhodes also appeared and cut a promo on rival QT Marshall and announced he would take on Aaron Solo at the event. The event featured 9 matches, including a 15-man battle royal and a TNT championship defense in the main event. Since fans were in attendance and all, if not most of the event, was uploaded to YouTube and other sites, the matches were also recorded in opening contests. The Butcher won a 15-man battle royal to challenge Darby Allin for the TNT Championship in the main event, last eliminating Lance Archer. In the second bout, the Pinnacle defeated Christopher Daniels, Dante Martin, and the Jurassic Express. In the third match, Cody Rhodes defeated Aaron Solo in a Duval Street fight. In the fourth contest, Jade Cargill defeated Becca Tahaka. In the fifth match, the Best Friends defeated the Hybrid and Max Caster. In the sixth bout, Eddie Kingston defeated Cesar Bononi. In the seventh contest, Hikaru Shida, Red Velvet, Ryo Mizunine, and Tay Conti defeated Dr. Britt Baker, D&D, Nyla Rose, Rebel, and the Bunny. In the eighth match, the Death Triangle, Matt Sydal and Mike Sydal defeated the Young Bucks, Kenny Omega, Kansu Tashinida, and Michael Nazaku in the main event. Darby Allin defeated the Butcher to retain his TNT championship. The event was attended by 1,000 fans despite the COVID pandemic still affecting attendance due to social distancing procedures. The event turned out to be a success. Availability. While there are numerous uploads from the event due to fan footage, as well as the release of a number of pictures of the event taken by official photographers at ringside, no official footage from the event has been publicly released. It's noteworthy that cameras recording the matches taking place, as can be seen in the numerous amount of fan footage uploaded to the internet, meaning that a tape of all 9 matches must exist in the Warner Brothers archives. In an interview in 2023, co-owner of All Elite Wrestling, Tony Khan, claimed to still have the tape and was waiting until the right time to release it. He stated, "Raph and I put on an event with our team in Jacksonville, our first house show. The house always wins. It became almost mythical because I never realized the tape. I've been waiting for the right time, which confirms that the official footage recorded of the event still exists. However, as January of 2024, the official footage has not been released and it's unclear as when it will be. So, that is Lost Media Category 103. The House Always Wins Lost Footage of Non-Televised Wrestling Event 2021. And if you guys like this video, please don't forget to please like, subscribe, and comment to my YouTube channel. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace, period. Hi guys, I'm back with another video. Today's video is going to be Lost Media Category 106. TNA Explosion Partially Found TV Series 2002 to 2016. TNA Explosion is a weekly professional wrestling television program produced by Total Nonstop Action Wrestling, TNA. It began in 2002 as a secondary program to complement the promotion's weekly pay-per-view events. In 2021, it was discontinued in favor of a new show called Before the Impact. However, in 2024, it returned. Background. In June of 2002, NWA TNA, or National Wrestling Alliance - Total Nonstop Action Wrestling, had launched and had successful run of weekly pay-per-view events. In October of 2002, the promotion decided to launch a television program to complement their weekly pay-per-view events called TNA Explosion, which broadcast on the Florida-based television network Sun Sports. In 2006, TNA Explosion stopped broadcasting on Sun Sports, meaning that the episodes from the point would only be for TNA international broadcast partners, meaning a lot of full episodes never appeared on domestic screens. However, some matches and segments were released as a part of TNA Today Internet YouTube series. Availability. In May 2019, the promotion launched Impact Plus, which was renamed later as TNA Plus. In January 2024, TNA Plus has all TNA Explosion episodes from January 2017 onwards, but it is missing everything prior to January 2017. YouTube users have uploaded some full episodes from 2002 to 2004. However, the quality is not great as they appear to be VHS rips. Various uploads and clips from 2010 onwards can be found on YouTube, however, very sporadic. Footage from 2005 to 2009 of TNA Explosion appears to be very rare due to broadcasting in the United States, especially as TNA has purged pre-2009 videos, including TNA Today, from their YouTube channel. So that is Lost Media Category 106, TNA Explosion Partially Found TV Series 2002 to 2016. And if you guys like this video, please like, subscribe, and comment. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace, period. Hi guys, I'm back with another video. Today's video is going to be Lost Media Category 107, TNA International and TNA Wrestling Collection Lost Pro Wrestling TV Shows 2006. TNA International and TNA Wrestling Collection are two professional wrestling TV programs produced by Total Non-Action Wrestling TNA. Background: in 2006, TNA's official website mentioned that a show called TNA International broadcasts on the Wrestling Channel in the United Kingdom and Ireland, Click Boogie in Africa, and Star World, TNA Enlightenment, and ESPN Star Sports in Asia, as well as the cinema networks in South Korea. The listings also mention a show called TNA Wrestling Collection broadcasted on ESPN Classics Canada. Availability: seemingly neither of the shows have ever been uploaded to the internet, not even as much as a screenshot exists of either of them. It remains completely unknown what they are about. That's the lost media. I don't have much else to talk about. This is a really short lost media. This is going to be a really quick video. I'm probably going to have a longer lost media next week, but I can't promise how long the video it will be. Sometimes I do shorter lost medias like this one, because it's something that I'm interested in, but it's also something else that other people are interested in, and this is a shorter one. But next week, I'm probably going to do a longer one that also interests me and also interests you guys, so I'm sorry this video is a little bit shorter, but that is Lost Media Category 107, TNA International and TNA Wrestling Collection Lost Pro Wrestling TV Shows 2006. And if you guys like this video, please like, subscribe, and comment. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace, period.